Hello, everyone. I'm Dan Kleffler in New York with an ABC News Now special report. The push for gun control getting some serious star power today. You can see right there Tony Bennett, Chris Rock, Amanda Peet, among some of the celebrities joining a coalition at a press conference today at the U.S. Capitol in support of President Obama's measures on gun control. That group, part of a program called Demand a Plan, they will be speaking along with California Congressman Mike Thompson, Mayors Against Illegal Guns, and the Law Center to Prevent Violence. Now, the group is backing President Obama's gun control proposal, which would require background checks for every gun sold. Let's now listen in to this morning's news conference.
I remember being haunted by the images in my head of the people trapped in car number 3. And I remember hearing the story of how Carolyn McCarthy struggled with the decision to tell her 26-year-old son, who was then in intensive care, that his father had been killed. It's very hard to believe that was 20 years ago and that we're still having the exact same debate about gun violence. As an American and as a mom, I'm ashamed that Congresswoman McCarthy's battle has been a lonely one. And I'm ashamed that despite the staggering number of gun-related fatalities and injuries over the past 20 years, most of which don't make the headlines, gun violence is still not being discussed as a public health crisis. Some mass shootings like the one in Newtown would not have been prevented even with a flawless background check system in place. Some street corner shooting and inner city violence is going to continue even if we ban high-capacity magazines. Even with improvements to our nation's mental health system, a troubled few will slip through the cracks. And if and when the CDC eases restrictions on firearms injury research, there will be a chorus of detractors who will say the data wasn't performed with unbiased scientific rigor. All that is true, but what's the alternative? Doing nothing will fail. Doing nothing has failed. To people who question the potential effectiveness and/or practicality of these measures, to the people who say it would have happened anyway or we won't catch everybody, I say doing nothing has failed. My sister practices internal...
Haven't gotten over Connecticut. I'd like the assault weapons to go to war, not in our own country. And I'd like assault weapons eliminated. Thank you.
I'm not going to say much. I think everybody else is far better at this than me. I am just here to support the President of the United States. The President of the United States is, our boss. But he's also, the President and the First Lady are kind of like the mom and the dad of the country. And when your dad says something, you listen. And when you don't, it usually bites you in the ass later on. So I'm here to support the President. Thank you.
Got your notes? And we listened to a news conference there demanding demand a plan to end